forgiveness. Many people struggle wrapping their heads around the subject of forgiveness. A lot shudder at the thought of ever forgetting what has happened to them. And also there is quite a number that believe that holding onto an issue is actually serving a purpose, that is driving a message back to the perpetrator about the magnitude of what they have done. Many people tell me that when they think of forgiveness, they are so scared of losing the importance or the intensity, that feeling that reminds them that they were wronged. They are so scared of letting go of that feeling. To them, they feel like it's justified. For instance, they feel like if they let go, they will lose themselves and the other person will be the winner. And they will lose out because they are the ones who have been harmed. So in a lot of people, it is best to keep bitterness, to keep the memory of what happened alive. However, I would like to caution that forgiveness has nothing to do with forgetting. Those are two different principles, really. Forgiveness has all to do with freeing yourself. It has nothing to do with the other person. It has nothing to do with what they are doing at the moment, or it has nothing to do with what they will do in the future. It has all to do with you, your state of mind, your emotions, your feelings. How are you feeling right now? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling relaxed? Are you feeling well in your body, in your mind? Each time you think about what has happened to you, how do you feel? In a lot of cases, you find that people feel bitterness. They feel constricted. They feel like they are bound or they are carrying a heavy load on their back. So really, forgiveness is about you. It's about freeing yourself from this burden, releasing yourself from whatever bondage this incident or this issue might have put you into bondage, and now you are releasing yourself. So by forgiving, you are actually doing more favor to yourself than you are doing to the other person. Whether the other person acknowledges they are wrong or not, or whether they come to you to ask for forgiveness face to face, doesn't really matter where forgiveness is concerned, because since it's all about you, it actually benefits you more than it benefits the other person. So really, it's more for your own use, for your own purposes, for your own benefit. I would encourage you to look at it more closely. Look at it this way. Somebody wrongs you and now it's been 5 years. They can hardly remember. Even in our African customs, there's a saying that the axe that has cut down the tree easily forgets that it has cut down a tree, but the tree that has been cut down will never forget that there was an axe that cut it down. So take that and juxtapose it on yourself. Somebody wronged you today, a week ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Most likely they have forgotten what they did to you. They may remember, but to them it's not painful. It's just a memory of what happened. But to you, whenever you remember that incident, you are hurt. You really shudder at the thought of facing this person again. You are actually putting boundaries between yourself and this other person. Why? Because it's still fresh in your mind and it still hurts. Even if it happened 20 years ago, it still hurts. Why? Because you are the one that carried the damage. You are the one that was damaged by the whole act. You are the one that needs repair. You are the one that needs to heal, because if you do not do that, you will forever be bound by this pain. Whenever you think, or whenever you face this person, whenever you meet them, for instance, if it's your husband, you see him every day in the home, whenever your paths cross, you remember these things and it hurts you. But for them, it was just an incident and it's over. So really, forgiveness is a process by which you acknowledge that you are hurt, or you were hurt. You first of all acknowledge that that happened to you and it's painful. And then you also make a conscious decision that you are going to let go of this pain. You are going to loose whatever is tying you down to this pain. You are going to take this off of your back, because carrying it is like you are carrying this person every day on your back. Imagine carrying a whole adult on your back wherever you go. So this forgiveness thing, this is when you say, right, I'm going to put this person down. I'm going to take them off my back. Of course, they hurt me, I know, and I was really hurt. I was disappointed. It is painful. However, I'm going to release them of any obligation that I may be holding them liable to in my mind, and I am going to let them go free. I'm going to remove them from my mind. I'm going to remove them from my emotions. I'm going to remove them from my back. And where are you putting them? Put them down somewhere. Throw them away or whatever in your mind. It doesn't matter where you put them, but you are removing them from yourself, from your body, from your mind, from your emotions. And you are saying, right, whatever happened, the buck stops here, and I am taking this conscious action, and I'm saying whatever I expect this person to do to amend or to atone for their sins, I am just going to cancel that debt. Whatever they owe me, I'm going to cancel it today, and I'm releasing them of any obligation. So when I meet them, there is no expectation from me about what I want them to do in atonement. There is no expectation of being paid back my joy, being paid back my happiness. There is no expectation, because my happiness is my responsibility. So from today onwards, I am going to take charge of my life. Once you make that conscious decision, you have one of two things that you could do. You could confront this person and let them know of what they have done, how they have hurt you, and that even though it's so painful, you are choosing to forgive, you are choosing to release them. Or without even meeting them, you can make that declaration by yourself. You can look yourself in the mirror, make the declaration that from today onwards, I'm going to forgive. And that way, you are making a conscious decision, and you are making an undertaking to yourself. I don't think you would want to cheat on yourself. And after you've made an undertaking, then you come back and you undo it, or you cheat on yourself. So after forgiving, it doesn't mean that you forget. Most likely after some time, what is most likely to happen is you won't be able to remember everything, or you won't be able to remember in so much detail. You will remember, and I say it is important for you to remember something. Even if you want, write it down, what exactly happened. It is for your record. It is for it's your story. You can share that story with your children. You can share that story with your children's children. You can share that story with other people if you think that it's going to help them in their lives. However, each time you're going to share the story, it will not be painful. Because remember, you made a conscious decision to release that pain from your heart. You released the pain from your heart, so you consciously make sure you guard your heart. You don't allow that pain to come back. So you can casually talk about it, you can explain in so much detail, but it will be less and less and less painful until it will be totally painless. You can even laugh with this person. You can even joke about it. It will not hurt. This is the meaning of forgiveness. It has nothing to do with forgetting. I know people want to say forgive and forget. No, you shouldn't even force yourself to forget. I think that's where people make a mistake, because forgetting something that has been registered in your subconscious will take a lot of effort, and that is what will drive you crazy, and that is what will make you give up on forgiveness. So don't even strive about forgetting. Just make the conscious decision and express it. Express it. The expression is what is important. It's either you are expressing it to yourself, or you are expressing it direct to the culprit or the perpetrator of the issue. So, my sisters, this is what I call forgiveness. Of course, I've touched a bit on the process involved, but in my next installment, I'm going to go deeper into this process and give more examples about this process. I hope my explanation has shed light to a lot of you that have been struggling with understanding this issue of forgiveness. If you have any questions, please, by all means, ask. You can send me an email, you can ask in the group, but please do not keep it to yourself. Express yourself. Thank you very much. Have a good time. See you in the next installment. Thank you.